All right, I want to talk a little bit about Terrence Bud Crawford tweet to the so-called future of boxing, Jermall Charlo. He's responding to Jermall Charlo, and what Jermall Charlo was asked, who would he want to fight, and he picked Terrence Bud Crawford. Of course, it turned a lot of people off because it's like, yeah, you trying to pick on a little dude. You willing to go down, but you're not willing to come up. You're not willing to fight the David Benavidez and stuff like that. And a lot of people took it as that's him trying to protect his little brother in Jermell Charlo, And, when it comes to Jermall, I mean, we already talked about him. We already know what temperature he running. We already know, so I don't want to waste no time on that. And then Terrence Crawford goes on to call Jermell basically a pussy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing I disagree with Terrence Bud Crawford on. Jermell ain't never ducked nobody. I can't speak for his brother, but Jermell ain't never ducked nobody, which leads me to this conversation right here. This right here is my kind of fight. I am more interested in seeing a Terrence Bud Crawford versus Jermell Charlo than I am a Errol Spence versus Terrence Bud Crawford. A lot of y'all is hung up on that fight. That's the fight y'all want to see. I understand it and I get it. But me, my flavor, the kind of stuff that I like, I'm more excited about seeing these two fight than anything else. I'm not really worried about Errol and Terrence Bud Crawford. And watch. As much as people talk crap about me want to see Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford fight, watch now that I say this, they'll even have a problem with me saying this. You know what I'm saying? But y'all want me to leave Errol alone, right? To be totally honest with you and frank, I'm more excited and I'm more desperate to see a Charlo versus Terrence Bud Crawford fight than I am a Errol Spence fight. My flavor has always differed a little bit from, the boxing masses. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit, I got a little bit of different flavor. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, this is my kind of matchup. This is the stuff that I get excited about. This is stuff that I want to see. And if you want to understand that why, you first have to know the kind of fighters that I like. My favorite fighters are people like Gerald McClellan, James Toney, hence Terrence Crawford, hence Jermell Charlo. Now, what do all those fighters got in common? They all mean. I like mean dudes, because I think that makes for a better matchup. We're more than likely to get the Hagler Hearns kind of action. You know what I'm saying? I like the mentality and the attitudes of fighters, and I like to see them matched up. Not only that, I be thinking about the press conference and what could go on. You know what I'm saying? I like hotheads. I do. Because to me, they just go in there, and I'm not talking about no all-out brawl, not thinking, not being strategic or nothing like that, but I'm talking about a high-power, high-voltage, pistons pumping, you know what I'm saying, brain-thumping action fight. I like stuff like that, and it seems to me that you get more of that, you know what I'm saying, with the mean fighters, Emmanuel Stewart said this about Claudius, Lennox Lewis. He said he'd be a better fighter if he was mean. He's too nice. And I believe him. Just mean fighters is just more electrifying to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm more eager to watch they fight. And I love, regardless of what people want to say, I love Jermell's attitude because he's unforgetting. He's the king of keeping the same energy before the fight and after the fight. I love that about him. He's still mad when he done whooping your ass. I love that because that's the same kind of attitude I have. I love Terrence Bud Crawford because he got a mean streak in him. You get off on him, he's going to want to get back on you. I love fights like that. I love people like Gerald McClellan. I love people like James Toney. Those are my kind of fighters at the end of the day. I like people with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Now, as much as people complain about, me wanting to see Errol Spence versus Terrence Bud Crawford, watch they catch an attitude because I say that I'm more interested and I'm more excited and it's more my flavor to see Charlo versus Crawford. Watch they even have an attitude with that. Oh, what, Errol Spence ain't good enough no more? This, I mean, come on, man. You can see it right now. But I'm just saying when it comes to this and when it comes to those two fighters and him talking about he wants to go up and he wants to go after Charlo, I'm hoping that happens. I'm more looking forward to this than this damn fight because, to be honest with you, I'm burnt out by requesting this damn fight because that's what happened to me after a while. It's like being hungry for a long time. You ever been hungry so long that when you finally got a chance to eat, you wasn't even hungry or you don't even eat that much, you just eat a little bit and you full? You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that happens with me with fights. But when it comes to Charlo versus Terrence Bud Crawford, that's a fight I'll be hoping and wishing and waiting for. You know what I'm saying? I also hope that, you know, the Errol Spence fight thing happen too. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Terrence Bud Crawford undisputed in 3 different weight classes. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. And that's if we get it. But I know this. This is what I do know. Jermell ain't gonna duck no smoke. I know that much. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's scared, even if he is, even if he that. Why? Because his record has shown that he don't duck no fights. His record shows that. And a lot of people be tripping off the pound for pound list. I have Jermell Charlo. Wherever you place Errol Spence, I have Jermell Charlo above Errol Spence. You know? I am. I do. I really do. I have him above Errol Spence. Because somebody said something, I forgot who it was. Oh, it was John Boxer. John Boxer said one of the most accurate, true, and intelligent things about Jermell Charlo. And I had to agree with him because it was true. He said that Jermell Charlo has proven that he has a pound for pound style because he has been in there with every single type of fighter. And you know what? He's 110% correct. He's been in there with the bangers. He's been in there with the movers and shakers. He's been in there with the strategic guys. He's been in there with the boxing guys, the high IQ guys, this, that. He's been in the ring with all of them, the strong guys. He's been in there with all of them. And he has a style that is proven is a pound for pound style. I thought that was genius to say because it is accurate as fuck. It's true. That's why wherever you got Errol, I got Jermell Charlo above him. So if you got Terrence Crawford is your number 1, Errol Spence is your number 2, Terrence Crawford is my number 1, Jermell Charlo is my number 2. Period. Once again, don't ESPN me. That's my opinion, but at least it's backed up in some kind of fact because he has proven that he has a pound for pound style. He has been in there with all different type of styles. Did he get the mega superstar names that you casual fans know of? No, but for those that know boxing, know that he fought some good dudes. You know what I'm saying? And he stretched these dudes out and he's overcome adversity. You know what I'm saying? He has taken a loss, which I think was super healthy for him. He just needs to not always get drunk on that power and forget that he is an excellent boxer too. You know? But when it comes to fights that I get excited for, I'm excited to see Charlo versus Crawford. That's really where, you know what I'm saying, my mouth get the watering actually, because like I said, Errol Spence is not going to tell me how good Terrence Bud Crawford is. And I'm not saying necessarily Jermell Charlo is, but I tell you what, you know what I'm saying, it'll definitely be more of a firefight. It'll definitely be more energy behind it. It'll definitely be more fireworks behind it if you ask me. That's just my personal opinion on it. So when it comes to fights that I want to see more than anything else, I want to see this fight right here. That's my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comment section because I want to know. Bruce Payne, I'm out.